From one Master System port to another, this time it's Streets of Rage's turn. This port was released after Streets of Rage 2 was already out. This is one I always forget exists. I've been aware of Master System ports of Altered Beast and Golden Axe for years, but I always assumed that Streets of Rage came late enough that they wouldn't have bothered. Originally I also had plans to do the Game Gear port someday, as it was just this but with less content. 3 levels were removed, as was Adam, but I don't think I'd have anything new to say about it, so I've since removed it from the checklist. But on the Master System we have every stage and all 3 characters available. Of course graphics and sound are downgraded, but I still think it looks very good for an 8-bit port. The music also sounds very good. Not as good as on the Mega Drive, but it's still good. As for gameplay, the moves are all there. The less power of the Master System does mean that we're limited to no more than 2 enemies on screen though. This does make the game easier than the original. I never got a single game over across all 3 playthroughs, but I didn't mind, I still enjoyed myself. It was actually a nice change of pace not getting destroyed by Mona and Lisa for once. The only proper downside is that the Police Bazooka special requires using the pause button, which even using the power-based converter is on the console itself. If you're like me and the console wasn't within an arm's reach while playing, it's not really worth it. I went all of Axel's and Blazer's playthroughs without using it once. All of the enemy types and bosses return, however we get a new exclusive boss around 6. Rather than fighting 2 Southers, we get this short guy with a top hat and jetpack. Don't know if he has a name. First time playing through as Axel, he didn't even get a chance to do anything since I stun locked him to death as soon as he was on screen. He mainly fights by zooming around the screen and firing missiles out of his jetpack. If you don't get him in a stun lock right away, he can be tricky because you're quite a bit slower than him. He also appears in round 8, but out of order. To keep Mona and Lisa the last challenge before Mr. X, you fight him before them and after Bongo. Since there is no 2-player option, Mr. X's offer to join him and the bad ending associated with it is now gone. Speaking of Mr. X, he's much easier. He doesn't fire his gun as often, and when he charges at you, you can get in a good few hits by spamming the punch button. We get the usual ending pictures but with silence until the final picture. No credits, you just watch the sunset. Yeah, this is a short one, mainly because this part was better than I expected. I'm honestly impressed, they managed to make this game work on the Master System. Of course it isn't as good as the Mega Drive version, but of the downgraded ports we've looked at so far in this episode, I think this one is the best. Like Mega Drive Fatal Fury, I'm going to rank this in the same spot as the original. No matter where I looked in my rankings, I couldn't find a good spot for it without it feeling too high or too low, so I think this makes the most sense. This is why I'm not going to show the entire scroll this video. I have added this to it and you'll see it in the next video, but no other placements have changed, so it'd be a waste of time.